Hi, and welcome to Mentoring the Student. And we have an extra bonus plus. We started to talk after we were finishing up, and I asked if she wanted to do one more, and all the stuff started rising up to the surface.
Oh, because it's tough trying to do this on camera. My ego just gets right in the way, and it's like, these are my issues that I'm broadcasting to the world, and that's not an easy thing. And then she reminded me of how many people it could help, and she suckered me right into it.
It's not that I'm suckering. No, what it is that I let her slide. So we didn't talk about your personal stuff because I wanted you to be the one that brings out the personal things of control, of why the police and why this and why you get upset and why it's emotional. Now, yeah, your ego, of course, is going to come right at you and it's going to be like, what? That's my personal stuff, and have its story. And at the same time, if your story can help thousands of people, some people that probably might be suicidal, some people that might think that they're going crazy, some people that have nobody to talk to whatsoever, and they're very lonely. And they have the questions, but they don't have the mentor. And if you take that aside and you look at that, like, wow, so my vulnerability of stuff that happened to me in the past that maybe brought me to the path where I am today, but is not make who I am. So we attach ourselves to our stuff. And that's what you just did. You attach yourself to your abuse. You attach yourself to your past. That's not who you are.
Yeah.
It's not. It's not even close.
Yeah.
Do you think that this is your first lifetime? You've probably been in galaxies before us. You don't even know. So that's not who you are. It's your stuff.
It's experiences.
It's experiences.
Yeah.
That's what we came down here for. We're as a soul. We came down here to experience, to learn, to grow, and to burn karma. That's it. Pretty
easy.
short and sweet. So all the stuff that everybody thinks is like, this is who I am.
But it's
No,
not. Yeah.
it's not who you are. You are a beautiful soul on this earth. You are like an angel. You're sweet. You're bubbly. You have so much life in you and so much more depth in you. You're able to help so many people just by looking them in the eyes and smiling. I see the way that you are at the trade shows, and you shift people. You have this energetic, like fairy energy that just everybody's like, and I'm just like, why don't I have that? I'm bubbly. No, you know.
Oh, what's coming up?
What's up with that? No, I have really strong energy, and you have a really soft energy. And it's a beautiful energy to explore and to grow. But you got to get rid of your shit. It's your stuff.
Yeah. We make a good combination.
We do make a good combination, you know.
It
And
takes time. Oh, I'm just trying to be patient with myself, you know? It's like a lot.
you
It's
can
a
be
lot.
patient with yourself, but you can also go stagnant. So you have to be careful that patience is also a very good ego thing to say, like, oh, I'm gonna take it slow and slowly, la 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 la. That's all your ego talking. It's got nothing to do with it. Spirit's like, it's on my time, but anyways, get on it.
See how she just called out my ego? That is...
Was just being patient.
Is my ego the one that giggles too?
Sometimes your ego sometimes giggles. But your ego has an eyes. She has eyes that can look at you. You're like, all right. That's nice. You know, it doesn't affect me because I know you.
Yeah.
But there's probably some part of this person, the guy in the gas station. What kind of eyes did you give him, poor man? You know?
By eyes.
So you know what? Being vulnerable, being open. Buster, do you really have to play with your bone here? This is our dog.
I think
It's a bone.
I don't know if it hears.
That's a bone. It's a rib bone. So, finding yourself, vulnerable is probably the most beautiful thing that you can do. To being that vulnerable person, to open up, because when you can be vulnerable to other people, and we don't know anybody that's going to be looking at this and loving this or not loving this, but it doesn't really matter, because all of this is between you and God. You know, and it is, and it's between you and how, and the vulnerability of you doing it right now, like on camera, is telling the ego, I'm really doing this. I'm really doing this, and guess what? I'm gonna fight you back. And it's a tug of war. You're feeling the tug of war. You're like, I'm like, we're gonna go do filming now, and you're like.
And I wrote that in my notebook over the weekend. I just went, shit started coming up. And at the end of going through whatever I was going through at the time, I wrote to myself, I don't want to fight anymore. And then I wrote again, I don't want to fight myself anymore, because that's all I'm doing is sitting here and it's pulling one way and the other's pulling the other. And it's like, stop fighting me. It's all that I'm doing.
Yeah.
And I just let it all out. So
good.
That's what I came to.
Yay.
And before writing, I would just write about the problem and stop there. And there was no deeper meaning. There was no solution to it. But you have to write with the intention of trying to solve whatever you're feeling.
Well, I like it where you start with all of your stuff. This is what's happening, la la la, and then you do this pause. But you do it right after a meditation. And then, or right after deep breathing, and you get yourself in a calm state and you start to write. And then with that writing, you get even calmer, and then you get quiet and you start listening. And then you're going to be hearing something, and you're going to feel like you're hearing yourself talk, and you think you're going to go crazy. But don't worry about it. Just write down what you hear. Don't add to it. Don't subtract to it. Just write exactly what you're hearing, and then read it over afterwards. And it's usually really, really insightful and beautiful. And it's spirit way to connect with you, and it's your guides, or maybe it's your mom, you don't know. Yeah. But you can ask for those things. And that's the beauty. Like, we're just spirits stuck in flesh, in the body, in the bus for right now. And everybody up there, up in the skies, up in the universes, all creation, is looking down at us going, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it, come on, come on, come on. And you can. And so you have to know that. And you've been diligent. And even when you don't want to, you do it.
I still do.
So thank you all very much for coming, mentor and the student. And keep it coming. If you like what we're saying, if you have some questions, DM us, follow us, subscribe to us if you're on YouTube. And it's really important. And if you do have questions or if you want to be a part of this, connect with us. Yeah. We're here.
I'll be happy to answer some questions.
Me too. Much love.
Subscribe below and follow us.
Yes. So. Thank you.